Hey guys, what's up? It's Chua from teamkhang. A lot of people has been requesting for the updated deck of the Fabled build. I re-looked at it, I went over it, and I adjusted it to this format. This is not the final build. I will probably do a little more fixing on it. Because I want to put in at least 2 level eaters in here, or if not then at least 1. I do know who I might be cutting out to add in the level eater. So without further ado, let's go on with the deck list. Let's start with the monster lineup since majority of the deck are the monsters. Went up to 3 Fable Ravens. Raven is very crucial to have in this deck and will make a lot of power plays for you to go for your OTK. And he can actually discard a lot of cards that you don't need in your hand, and also discard the monsters that activate in the grave. So 3 is good, and with 3 you can open up with Raven a lot better, so, or more chances of opening up with Raven. Okay, so 3 of these. And as always, the searcher for the deck, Fabled Grimrow. You want to run 3 of these. Next, 3 Fabled Crews. It's like discard and turns into a monster reborn, so also very good to have. 3 Fabled Cerberus, level 2 Beast Tuner Light Monster, so it's very good to have as well. This deck does a lot of discarding and a lot of special summoning from the grave, so it's good. Next, I brought this up to 2, I believe. I think I only had 1 in the past, but 2 is pretty good for now. Yeah, 2 is good for now. Nuzuchi, I think I had 3 in the past, but now I'm down to 2. I like 3 because he can special summon and he does the whole discarding, so it's good. But for now, I'm leaving him at 2. The Fabled Ganasha. Ganasha is the elephant god, so yeah, for me, I always run 3. But some people, they don't really like him because he removes himself from play, but that's still not a bad idea. It's okay if he's removed from play because of the new XYZ monsters. So Ganasha is good at 3. Do run 3. That's what I recommend. So, and he's a non-tuner that comes out when it's discarded. So that's what's good, because a lot of the Fable monsters are tuners. So you want to have a good and well-balanced non-tuner type monster that are Fabled as well. Next, we have 3 Fabled Kushano. A lot of people don't like Kushano, but I think Kushano is a really good card. Kushano is a boss. He makes massive plays. And not just that, he's level 3 tuner. And he's also a level 3 fiend type monster, so that's something to look at and to consider. A lot of people say that 2 or maybe just 1 is good, but to me, I like to run 3 because I like to open with him too. So that's why I prefer 3. Next are 2 Fabled Soul Kiss. A lot of people don't run any Soul Kiss because it's not a discard effect. However, it's a sending effect, and that's completely fine with me because I like to send the cards to the grave, so that way I have 0 cards in my hand, and when I make my plays, I can draw more cards. And not just that, he's a level 6 2200 attacker, so that's also good. Next are the non-Fabled lineup. 3 Magical Merchants, still at 3 because you want to mill out your deck and you want to draw into your spells or your traps. So a Magical Merchant, very good card to have. And of course, 3 Tour Guides. Who wouldn't run 3 Tour Guides in this deck unless you don't have them? If you don't have Tour Guides, I do suggest you running the TG Werewolves. Werewolves are very good play in this deck. If not Werewolves, then you can main like 2 Raikos and maybe Lila. Lightsworns will help you mill the deck, so that'll also be good. But Tour Guides are really good because Tour Guides, you can bring up Fabled Kushano and you can make very big plays with that too. Next, obviously the boss card in the deck is a Blacklusted Soldier. You do have Darks in the deck, and now you have Lights. So dropping him will pretty much end the game. Next is Sangan. Of course, most of the time I don't bring out Sangan with Tour Guide, so Sangan is, I mean, you see very less play with Sangan, but Sangan is still good to have because sometimes if you don't open very well, but you do open with a Sangan, you can always set Sangan and have them destroy it to add a better card to make your next, or to make your OTK the next turn. So, still good. And last but not least, the 2 effect Veilers. Negates your opponent's monster's effects, plus she is a tuner, so Veilers are pretty much good in every deck now, so maining 2. 3 is no good. Okay, that's it for the monster lineup. Let's go into the spells. Monster Reborn, obviously. Heavy Storm. Dark Hole. Mind Control, since they're all, or majority of them are tuners. The sad part of the deck is that Pot Average is down to 1, so you still want to play Pot Average. And now the 2 new cards in replacement are Monster Reincarnations. Monster Reincarnation is good because you can bring back the monsters that you need in the grave. And you can bring back Blackluster Soldier in case you did mill him out. So Reincarnation is good. You could put stuff like Soul Kiss in the grave if you wanted to. Or you could put stuff like Kushan in the grave if you wanted to. And not just that, you can abuse Fabled Grimroll with Monster Reincarnation. So that's a good thing. And that's it for the deck. Let's go into the extra deck. For the XOZ materials, all you need are 2 of them, number 17 and Levier. These 2 can make very good plays. So yeah, that's why I say that Ganassia is a good card because of Levier. Levier can bring Ganassia back, so Ganassia won't be a waste anymore. So that's very good. Next, Trishula, down to 1 now. I used to play 2, so you can still abuse Trishula, but not as bad as it used to be. Army Arm is in here because it's a level 4. You can sing it to level 4 very easily. And with that tip that I did make the other day, you can combo these 2 together and go for game. So Army Arm is good to have. The next level 4 is Unicorn. Unicorn is a good card, level 4, 2300 attacker, and it can negate any monster effect that your opponent has or any card effect that your opponent plays, as long as you and your opponent has the same number of cards in your hand. I usually bring Unicorn out first, or not first, but between Unicorn and between Army Arm, I usually bring Unicorn out unless I have Blackluster Soldier in my hand. Then I'll bring out Army Arm, but Unicorn is only out to use as a single material because it's a level 4. So yeah. Okay, next, Stardust. I should go over Scrap Dragon first. Yeah, Scrap Dragon. And then I do have Fabled Valkyries in the extra deck because you do get an extra draw with him by discarding a Fiend type monster. Drawing is good. The next card, Black Rose Dragon, you know what it does. The next card is Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This card is very good. I only need like 3 or 4 monsters in the field, or like 2 other monsters on the field with Wyvern to perform OTK. So Wyvern's really good. Brionac. Obviously the triple Rajin. Rajin is pretty much the draw power in this deck. And not just with Rajin, but yep. Hyper Librarian. These 4 you can always draw 3 as long as you don't have any cards in your hand. You drop Hyper Librarian first, and then you drop a Fabled Rajin. You're drawing 3. You know, play those 3 cards, Shango again for another one, you're drawing 3 again. You can XYZ into that rank 5 guy, but if you don't have it, then that's fine. You don't have to do that. They're all 2300 attackers, so getting all 3 or all these 4 out is pretty much OTK. So, yep, that's it for the deck. I hope you like it. If you do, thumbs up the video. If you want, save it to your favorites so that way you don't lose this video. And you can use it as a reference whenever you want to make a Fable deck, then it's in your favorites. But besides that, as always, subscribe, have fun, peace.